Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have this Jeep Grand Cherokee and we're going to do the bezel chrome delete installation for this vehicle. So this is how the small bezel looks for the front bumper before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we use the gloss black material in order to black out the front bezels. Link for the product will be provided below, but with that being said, let's start with the installation video. These are the tools you need for the installation. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the front bezel. So we're going to need a clean microfiber towel, Slip solution which contains baby shampoo mixed with distilled water, and you can also use Tack Solution which contains isopropyl alcohol mixed with distilled water. So for the soapy water, spray it onto your clean microfiber towel and remove any contaminants that the bezel may have, and also just make sure to clean around the edges and the surrounding area outside and inside here. That way, if there is any contaminants, it doesn't catch on to the adhesive side of the film. Flip your microfiber towel around to the clean side, grab your second solution, spray it onto the towel, and what this does, it just helps remove any hard contaminants that the bezel may have, like any wax, oils, grease, or any coatings. This will help it be clean. And then once you're done prepping, make sure that it is dry. That way the adhesive on the film is able to tack down. So for the bezel installation, it's just a two-piece installation, pretty easy. So we're going to start with the bottom piece and then finish off with the top. So piece number one is this one here. When you have the film, you will notice this curved design here. Start by aligning the film to the edge right here, and all I'm doing is using the top half as a guide to align the rest of the film. So like this, and then do the same here, use the top half. So lift carefully, adjust it as you go. It should be like this. You will have this finger here, leave it there for now and just focus on aligning the rest of the film. So to remove this big finger here, you can do this slowly, but because it is a big finger, you might crease it. So it's better to just lift it where you see that big finger. Hold the film where the finger was located. Grab your heat gun. You can also use a hair dryer and use the lowest setting on your device and apply heat evenly on this area here. And all we're doing is just making sure we loosen the film. And then since it is loose, we're able to use our finger and squeegee like this. We need to go side by side and be careful not to crease the film. Once you get around close to the edge, go ahead and apply heat once more and just side by side tack it down like this. This is the only way to go about it when it comes to making sure you don't crease it and helping remove the fingers. And you would probably do the same here since it is lifting, to help loosen the film and help it curve around here. Just apply heat and just help it tack down just like that. Pretty simple. And then you can also just help it apply heat to help the adhesive activate faster around the edges here. With this one, since there is a small gap here, you can try to tuck in the film underneath the panel, but if you don't have room to work with, then you would just trim it off. But try to tuck in as much as possible to have full coverage. Always apply heat, that way it starts molding to the design of the curve. Okay, and then now we could trim off the excess material. Since there is a small gap here, it's easier to just insert your blade and trim off, as so. And then carefully remove the excess material. and just finish off everywhere else where you see the excess material. Okay, and now we move on to piece number 2. So for the last piece, piece number 2, just align it where we left off here on the curve, making sure everything's good, and just work your way till you reach to the other end. And should reach here. See how it is, and then just slowly help it tack down. You will need to apply heat here and here just to help it sit and not lift over time. If you don't apply heat, it will tend to lift over time, so it's important to help it apply heat to help the adhesive activate faster. And that's pretty much it, and then you would do the same steps. Trim off the excess material slowly, whatever we don't need, and then same around here, basically wherever you have the excess material. You would look all around and determine where you would trim it off. Okay, and now the last thing to do once you finish with the installation is to post heat. So the last thing to do once you finish with the installation for the bezel is to post heat. So just grab your heat device, use the lowest setting, make sure to apply heat evenly throughout the entire panel. That way we help the adhesive activate faster, and also we're helping the film stay tacked down to each corner, that way it doesn't lift. So take your time doing this process, apply heat evenly, and then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. So that concludes the installation video for the front bezel chrome delete installation for the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.